going. It's going. Oh, you're expressing your concern about your health, and you have every right to. And tell me the story about what he wanted to know what the guitar was, and you know. It's just too much, you know, when you gotta let him go. But I'm never gonna let him go. Wonderful man. Woody was a wonderful man. Trees are down. Yeah, what happened?
We had a micro tornado.
Whoa.
They called a microburst, and it cut a swath through this side too. I'll turn around so you can see on this side.
It was a micro tornado? How long ago?
It's called a microburst. It happened this summer. It was, I don't know, maybe it was in August it happened?
I see how
it cut a swath through the, right through this forest.
Wow, look at that.
Just right in the middle.
Yeah, and that tree held on a little longer.
Yeah.
You say this summer of 2008 that happened?
Yeah. It just like touched down.
Right.
It's like unbelievable. Look at that.
I see
trunk.
it. I see the path, how it goes from across the street to here.
No.
It's amazing.
Took stuff out. It's like right in the middle of the
Of what town is this?
This is Harrington Park.
Right in the middle of Harrington Park, we had a tornado.
Yeah. Before, I mean, it's nice to have a fireplace, but I wouldn't have objected at all to a house without one. I'd really like to have an entranceway. You know, I mean, these are high-class problems, but I'm just saying that, you know, if I had my druthers, it would really be...
Well, this is a good way to spend my birthday, driving around and seeing things, having breakfast. Thank you for the breakfast.
You're welcome. I feel kind of chintzy that that's all we did on your birthday so far.
What do you think we should do?
Well, is there... maybe we could sacrifice another animal today.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Christmas time is here again. Every year about this time it gets like this. Do you think the other cats know that little Woody is not there? I noticed that Sweet Pea and Creamy were like sniffing around trying to look for something.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
Animals are very intuitive. I think the animals had a feeling that something was up, but I mean, Sweet Pea and Creamy probably. Well, the one that I really think knows that something's up is little Stumpy, because she was his pal, but she's not acting like distressed really. Just, you know, they all kind of sniff around and go, "Where's that old guy that, you know?" We were all kind of.
Christine Lane.
But I think that it was really weird. Last night, Licorice came to sleep with me. Ever.
Licorice was taking the place of Woody maybe last night? Like a little...
Woody wasn't sleep with me, and she never does it.
Wow.
It was odd. Okay, let's...
To comfort you, you know.
Yeah, I think she did, because she never comes to sleep with me, and I think she probably...
I think she noticed something.
She felt something's up, and, you know, I woke up, and sometimes Stumpy's in bed with me, and I felt a cat, and you know, I looked, and I saw black, and then I heard the meow, and I was like, "That's not Stumpy's meow." And I actually woke up a little bit.
That's
I was like,
Licorice.
That's Licorice.
4:36 p.m. At this time, you and I were walking up the hill, and little Woody followed us to the door.
Yeah.
And he wanted to come out. It was around 4 o'clock last week. I wrote it down. He was almost like saying, you know, he'd like to try some new stuff. Yeah. And then we're a whole week later. We were in the forest last week at this time, the bushes and the trail up for the deer, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Woody was walking towards the door, very brave, you know. I told him I took him outside this week just to hold him out there for a few seconds, and he looked around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Birthdays in my family are synonymous with each other. Like we have that a lot, you know. Now we had one yesterday with you and Woody.
Yeah. It's sad to have somebody die on your birthday, because birthdays were supposed to be celebrations.
I know.
And I know I could be Pollyanna and say, oh yeah, you're celebrating their life and everything. It's
I don't like people cutting me down saying, oh, come on, she had a good life. Think of the cat who had such a great life. So I go, yeah, but I have to grieve over this. And I'm not just going to dismiss 17 years by saying, oh, he had such a great life. No, he had a great life, and I wish he would have made 18, 19, and 20. Yeah. You know, that's the way I look at it. Yeah. I don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah.
You know, people like say, oh, but look at the cat. 17, oh my God, of course he's going to go. I said, wait a minute. Cats lived to 22. And Woody was well taken care of, like we've discussed and you made mention of. Living in the streets, he would have lived 2 or 3 years, 4 years tops and been gone.
Yeah.
You gave him 17 years, and that's a lot of bonding there.
Well, you know, I mean, feral cats don't live very long because they're subject to so many things outside. But, you know, I love all my cats, but Woody was my first cat. I loved him tremendously, and I'm not trying to make it like it's the same as a person or anything. But and most pet lovers understand, but it's like, you know what, I know that people are trying to make you feel better, but when a person dies or a pet dies, it's like, don't, you know, say, it's okay to say, you know, he had a good life, he lived this long and stuff. That's fine.
Don't lessen it up.
But don't say, oh, he lived to be that long, don't, you know, what are you upset about? It's like,
I know.
Don't dismiss
because he was around so long that I really, you know, I had my father for 55 years. He didn't die when I was 7 that I barely remembered him. I had him all my life.
And it's like, I'm going to feel bad that he's
gone. You know, oh, 85, he was ready to go. I said, never mind 85. 55 of those 85 years, I sat around with that man and did things. And I miss him. I didn't lose him at 5 or 7 where I barely knew him.
Right.
And that I have no memories of him. Who does a 7-year-old remember? Remember when you're 7. What do you remember? 1970, 71. It's hard to remember.
I don't remember a lot.
You remember very little.
Yeah.
And this is why they dismiss it, you know.
You'll be doing alright with your Christmas. Hello, have a blue Christmas. How about clapping, huh?
To make me go for my driving test.
Okay.
I'm going for my driving.
Are you going for your permit?
Yes.
Okay, let me see what I can do here.
He's going straight for the class 3.
Are you going to be a trucker, or are you going to have you want a driver's license for a motorcycle? Because I got to know before I do this paperwork. I want to know what's going down.
Yeah. I'm guessing he wants a monster truck.
What's the dog's name again?
Majestic, where he comes.
Me and Mike take 2 whether you like it or not sessions. All right, you ready?
Yeah, we'll be singing.
We're singing Jingle Bell Rock, whether they like it or not.
Okay,
right? Are you ready, guys? Here we go. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell swing and jingle bell ring. Dancing and prancing in the we got the words messed up. In the varsity, hey, what a bright time. It's the right time to knock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle bells, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle and a jingle indeed. That's the jingle bell ride. One more time. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell ride. Jingle bell swing and jingle bell ring. Dancing and prancing and jingle bell swear. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time.
sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle and a jingling beat. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell ride.
Somewhere in there is a song. Let's get to the audience. Oh, we got you, Tom. Watch out now. It wasn't you, though. It looked just like
Tom
you.
sings, wasn't me, I wasn't.
It's no,
No, this is,
Let's,
got there, it was cold outside.
okay, now let's watch football.
Heard it on the radio today. That is great. It is a good song.
All right, what do we got, Mike?
Matthew, tell you go. You go, Matthew. We're gonna go downstairs anyway. We'll also go downstairs a little bit.
Very interesting.
Got you.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, thank you. That's why the girls love me.
Who's going to keep the
Thank you,
Santa?
guys, man.
Chop your finger.
Joe likes his
Yeah.
Joe loves his confetti.
I do,
We're gonna.
Joe deserves a full slice.
but don't tell anybody. I was thinking we dimmed those lights or something before somebody recognized. Where's that?
Based up.
Oh,
Everyone will
slide.
get theirs. Here you go, birthday boy.
thank you very much.
There you go.
Mike, let me see. Go over to your right. Stay there. I want to get you and George Harrison in the same picture.
Make sure everybody
Very good.
Everyone's getting a piece.